Councilman Bob Osborne, what is the new name?
The new name is the Raiders.
And we hope that the years ahead will be the most memorable for our fans and our organization. I want you to know that this is your team. And I hope you'll grow with us as we grow.
There he is, Al Davis. Great teacher, great motivator. The vision he had for this franchise, we got to bring it back.
The Raiders!
But you know what? Just like I told you, I know he loves you guys. Just like he loves his coaching staff and his organization.
What is the Raider way? What does it mean to be a Raider? The Raiders are one of the most iconic franchises in the NFL and in all of sports.
Where you at?
The Raiders had an entire end zone named after its fans that other teams feared, the Black Hole. No other team in the NFL has fans that are so paramount as the super fans that can be identified anywhere by anyone, like the Violator, Gorilla Rilla, Captain Jack, and many more.
When our heroes of the past become our legends of the future, and we all know time never really stops for the great ones.
The Raiders have some of the greatest players to ever play the game and wear the silver and black. There are at least 30 players in the NFL Hall of Fame that have either played for the Raiders at some point or were an integral piece to the great success the team once had. Players like Jim Otto, George Blanda.
George Blanda, the greatest clutch player the game has ever known.
Willie Brown.
Willie Brown, I can see him now, ending our run in 1970 in the playoffs.
Brown intercepted 54 passes in his 16-year career. Cornerback Willie Brown was a college linebacker who went undrafted in 1963. When he joined the AFL's Denver Broncos, he helped revolutionize bump and run coverage. Brown had 7 career postseason interceptions, including 3 returned for touchdowns.
And he looks and throws, intercepted by the Oakland Raiders. Willie Brown at the 30, 40, 50. He's going all the way. Old man Willie, touchdown Raiders.
Gene Upshaw. Fred Blendikoff. Art Shell.
And the Raiders behind these blockers, Shell, Upshaw, they block out the center.
Jim Parker and Art Shell are the 2 best left tackles that are in that Hall of Fame. And I don't know if you could split those guys. That's how good Art Shell was.
Picked Hall of Famer Art Shell to replace Mike Shanahan as head coach of the Reeling Raiders. Been well documented that Shell now becomes pro football's first black head coach since Fritz Pollard.
He's either 1 or 1A, the best ever to play in the National Football League.
He's the man. He's a Raider. He's a Raider. That's so much more important than I can emphasize to you.
Al Davis didn't give a damn whether I was black. You know what he said when he hired me? He said, I'm not hiring you because you're black. I hired you because you're a Raider. And I know you. And I know what you're capable of doing. That's why he hired me. Not because I was black. I just happen to be black. And I love Al Davis to death.
Ted Hendricks.
It was a tall order for any offense to contain 6'7" Ted Hendricks, the player known as the Mad Stork, and kick him in the head Ted could seemingly do anything.
Ted Hendricks was, in my mind, if not the best outside linebacker, the most complete outside linebacker. Coverage, pass rushing, intelligence, playing the run, the whole 9 yards. I think LT's the best I've ever seen. Ted is right there. Ted would come in on Monday morning and we would put up film of the next week's opponent. And Ted would sit there half awake and call out the play they were going to run before they ran it.
Howie Long.
Of the 1981 college draft,
Oakland selects Howie Long, defensive tackle, Villanova.
It was somewhat of a gamble. But what about the picks that the Raiders have made? Howie Long, we looked at the list, couldn't find anything really about him.
Typical Raider pick. People in the NFL knew him, but he's not on a lot of lists.
I covered Villanova when Howie Long was at Villanova. I just didn't see a Raider there. I didn't see a guy who would go on to the Raiders and then be a Hall of Famer.
Getting drafted by the Raiders made him a Raider. Playing so good with the Raiders made him a Raider. Making all those Pro Bowls with the Raiders made him a Raider.
Howie Long is a game changer. You had to isolate him with multiple blockers. If you don't neutralize him in the middle, you can't get anything done.
He's a very versatile player.
Many of the football experts viewed that pick as a stretch, a reach, a surprise. But Al Davis saw something in me that many, including myself, did not. I am extremely proud to have been a Raider.
This video was made for entertainment purposes only. This YT channel is not monetized and no money will be made from this video. Bring back Gruden to finish what he started. RNFL.